Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for I have a Bjorn's Mighty Thoughts video, and I'm going to be talking a bit about Sons of the Forest. Seems that there's been a new trailer dropped for Sons of the Forest, and now we actually have an official release date for Sons of the Forest. It's actually been about a year since I've even talked about the game. I actually have already done coverage on the first two trailers. I'll put links to those videos down below in the video description. And I was actually kind of curious of what was going on with this game. I've been looking for news and information about the game on and off for the past year because, like I've said, it seemed like late last year, earlier this year, that the game would have been out by now. But things have been kind of really quiet since like last December about what's going on with Sons of the Forest. I haven't really caught anything. Haven't seen anything on YouTube, but they've finally dropped a new trailer for Sons of the Forest and a release date for the game. I'm going to shut up and we'll let the trailer play out, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the trailer after the fact. So bear with me, folks.
Get down, son!
Okay, folks, just bear with me a moment here while I get this all set up. I want to actually show the trailer some more. It's taking me a bit to get things set up. I do want to show the trailer again, and I want to talk a little bit about the trailer itself. Just kind of point out some things I spotted out that I thought was either really cool or is going to be an interesting mechanic to see how it plays out for Sons of the Forest. And so far, of all the trailers, this one probably gives us the best picture of what the game is going to actually look like when it comes to how the game's going to play out, different things that we're going to be able to do within the game, etc. Now, I do want to point out, and this is the second time they've shown this. I'm pretty sure they only showed it in the first trailer. I don't think it was in the second trailer. Was actually the butterfly on the gun barrel thing, which I thought was definitely cool. Let me back this up. Where they got the butterfly on the gun sight. If I recall correctly, in the first trailer, I think it was footage of walking through the forest and you're holding a pistol and a butterfly landed on the gun sight of the pistol barrel. So that was pretty cool, and it seems like it's going to be an actual legit mechanic. Now, that being said, I do have to say the forest looks amazing. It's very, very lush, very green. This game is going to be an absolute green hell. It's going to be a nightmare. I mean, the first game, yeah, was a horror game. This one looks like it's going to be even worse. And like seeing some of the stuff I see in this, I got a feeling my computer's going to cry, and I got a decent gaming machine. All right, let's play some of the trailer here. Now, here's something I do want to point out is actual building and crafting mechanics. I kind of wonder how that's going to work out, if it's just going to be you're going to do a command to build something and it's just going to build it. But it's actually very interesting that it's just not pop, it's there, like most survival games, including The Forest, that there's actual animations to do the different steps of the building process. And they show quite a bit of that here. They showed it a bit in the second trailer. There's a part where they showed them like cutting a hole out of a wooden fence that was built. But here they're going a little bit further. And even going as far as showing building a fire, which is pretty cool. And even crafting sticks. And the next part, too, is even eating. That's just stuff I'm not used to seeing in survival games. I mean, I can't think of... I'm not a huge survival game connoisseur. I mean, I mostly play Conan Exiles, The Forest, and Valheim. But I've even played some survival games like Green Hell, and I don't remember having stuff where there was actual animations for crafting. There was actual animations even for the eating that they're going to show here in a little bit. It's also cool to see that they've kind of brought back the whole survival blanket as like a survival... I don't know really how to explain it. It's kind of like a survival pouch. I'm not even sure if pouch is the right word. And there's actual cases there, too, which is interesting in itself of how this is going to work out with the cases. Essentially, your survival blanket, your crafting mat, if you will. I see a GPS there. I see what looks to be... Well, I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of beacon. You got an axe. He's holding a knife, but then there's a knife off to the side there. So it's... And then there's duct tape, of course. We had duct tape in the previous game. I think the part I'm most interested about is the cases. Are we actually going to have secure containers that we're going to have to store stuff in? I'm actually really interested in finding that out. Turtles are back. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about here with the actual eating animations. I don't recall seeing that before in any other survival game. So it's definitely really cool to see that. That being said, that's also going to be a backdraw because food used to be part of your healing. I suspect food will still be part of your healing here, where you'll heal a little bit over time from eating food. You're not going to be able to do that in a fight anymore, folks. If every time you eat, there's going to be an animation, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. So that's going to be, I wonder if there's going to be some kind of quick... Maybe like a stim or something that you can take really quick on the fly while you're in a fight. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so this is, I would guess this is not part of the first team that previous trailers kind of indicated that you're going in with a team of maybe mercenaries or something. And this, to me, indicates that this is probably not the first team that's ever been deployed to this location, wherever it is. I don't believe it's actually on the original island. I believe it could be Site B. I've dove into that already in previous videos. It still could be Site A. But that being said, you got 2 dead bodies here on the shoreline. You know, they got the Vlad the Impaler treatment here. But the bones are picked absolutely clean. So that's not something that happens quickly. Even with seagulls around, the bones wouldn't be picked clean. Not on the skull like that. Not that I'm aware of. And hey, that's a good food source right there. You know, grab a bow, shoot down the birds, and you got food. So here we go. The Virginia again. All 3 trailers in a row, we're seeing the Virginia. So I would say it's pretty safe to say that she's actually going to be a primary character of Sons of the Forest. And there's actually some cool stuff here in a little bit with the Virginia. Now that was really a really cool effect right there, was the leaves rustling around and getting kicked up. I think that's going to create some problems. Visual problems. But it's realistic. Alright, so just fighting some mutants here with an axe, a hatchet. That's okay, we've seen that before. A killer whale. In a cave. There's going to be a killer whale. Are you serious? You definitely don't want to be swimming around in water with one of those, because it will easily think you're a seal and munch down. And then we got that mutant. I think that mutant's been in every one of the trailers. Now this is a new one here. Right there. You can't quite see it, but they're actually joined together. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like the worm. But if it's not the worm, I coin it now as the twin. Yeah, because it can join together. Siamese twins. Yeah? No? Ah. We get a better view of that here in a bit. I'll make sure I pause it for that. Okay, so we got weapon modding. That's cool. He's putting a set of Picatinny rail on the shotgun here. And also, if you look, the shotgun itself doesn't have the side mount for shotgun shells, the side holder. The other cool thing here is, once again, I pointed out we got the survival blanket with all kinds of different stuff on it. Earlier, we only had a couple things. We had like 2 knives. We had the hatchet. We had the survival beacon. And we had the GPS there. But now it looks like we have a radio. We have flares. Rations, we have all kinds of ridiculous stuff, and we're not even using the ration bars or the power bars. We actually got real military-like MRE rations, so actual decent food. Got a lot of ammo, so guns are going to be a big deal. It looks like, because what is that? There looks like there's maybe 5 or 6 boxes there of 9mm, and then we got shotgun shells. But then there's another box of shells there. I can't quite see what it is. I suspect what we have is we have boxes of buckshot, boxes of slugs, and then we have 9mm for the pistol itself. We got time bombs. We got flares, cantina wire, food, rations, napalm, all the good stuff. I'm sure if you look hard enough, maybe you'll find a mini nuke there to put on your survival blanket, eh? Okay, rocking out the shotgun. We got a taser. Give him the taser. And the taser. And the taser. Yeah. Now that I liked. Being able to, stick the head out like, come at me, bro. Keep coming at me. You're next. That's actually one thing I like to see. I seen in the trailer so far that really... It was sort of in the original forest that you could make effigies, and when the cannibals would come around, you could burn the effigies and it would scare them off. But it was actually nice to see that you could take the head of one of the cannibals and like, come at me, bro. And they'll just they'll just fuck her off. And then you can put their head on a stick. Okay, see, now we've seen this before, sort of. They never showed it at the top of the fence before, but remember earlier I said about in the second trailer, they did like a cutout in a hole in the fence, which would be a great hole for setting up a defense where you could shoot a bow out of it or fire a gun or whatever. But now they're even showing at the top of the wooden fences that you can build, that you can spike them off as well. I don't know how that's going to work or what that's going to do, but... There it is. They're showing more of the crafting, building animations that we're going to be dealing with when it comes to Sons of the Forest. Really, stuff much more advanced than what we had previously. Okay, there she is. And oh my God, I'm in love. A 3-armed chick, dual wielding a shotgun and a pistol. Dude, she's going Big Dick Dunham style right here. Look at that. And she's also, the other thing I want to point out is she was also wearing clothes. She was wearing different outfits. I think in every trailer so far, she's been wearing a different outfit. Which that kind of looks like some kind of camouflage dress. But still, that's pretty badass. I mean, you know, if you're going to go full Rambo, have 3 arms. Okay, we got the bow here. Got a Molotov cocktail. And there's actually the worm or the twin. I say it's the twin. It's like it's some kind of weird Siamese twin mutant. So that's pretty cool. We got a better view of what that mutant looks like, and it looks like a possibility of a new mutant. It might be a revision of an old mutant, which I think it's actually supposed to be a revision of the worm. I don't know for sure, though. Okay, so collecting information is going to be part of the game. Babies! They're back, the babies. And oh my God, what is that? I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks like maybe a revision of the cow or the mutant. The cow or the bull mutant. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it is. The only reason I think that is because there's a lot of babies around it. And in the forest, it always seemed like whenever I'd see babies, there'd be a bull nearby. Or vice versa, where I'd see a bull and then there'd be a bunch of babies near it as well. So I think those two mutants kind of go hand in hand. And I think that's actually what we're seeing here, is we're seeing a revision of that in itself with a revised version of the bull, as well as having to deal with babies. And as you can see here, we have a lab in the background, which is very familiar to the end game of The Forest. So we're seeing kind of the revision of that as well.
Get down, son!
Eric LeBlanc, he's back, and he's going Big Dick Dunham style with a shotgun, boys. Woo! He's getting it. But there we go, folks. May 20th, 2022. Finally going to see The Forest, Sons of the Forest. The one thing I'm actually curious about is that an early access date, or is that going to be an actual release date? I honestly, with what I see here in the trailer, I suspect that's going to be an actual legit release date. I don't think that's going to be early access. Because folks, with what they showed here, if that's gameplay trailer, and from what I understand, the trailer is primarily gameplay trailer, this game's going to be off the fucking chain, folks. I mean, wow. I'm hyped. I'm amped. Like I said, I've been paying attention for information for Sons of the Forest for over a year now. And seeing this trailer is like, yeah, I'm ready. So there you go, folks. That's my thing for Sons of the Forest. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. Yeah. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and have yourself a wonderful day.